Introduction. Did you know that according to research, over 60% of decisions made in the workplace are based on biases rather than solid evidence? In an era where clarity is elusive, mastering critical thinking has never been more essential. This statistic underscores a profound issue in both professional and personal spheres. Decisions influenced by misconceptions, emotional impulses, and ingrained prejudices. This book emerges as a vital resource for anyone invested in unraveling these complexities to make more informed, sound choices. Critical thinking. Mastery is not just another self-help book. It is a blueprint for intellectual independence, empowering you to make informed choices and navigate life's complexities with confidence. The aim here is simple, yet transformative: to arm you with the tools needed to think critically, evaluate information objectively, and construct well-founded arguments. Whether you are a student striving for academic excellence, a professional aiming to enhance decision-making skills, or a lifelong learner dedicated to personal growth, this book promises practical solutions tailored to your needs. Students, for instance, often find themselves overwhelmed with information. Lectures, textbooks, online resources, all vying for their attention. Without proper analytical skills, sifting through such vast amounts of data can seem insurmountable. By honing your critical thinking capabilities, you'll be better equipped to discern relevant information, draw connections between disparate ideas, and compose persuasive arguments. Imagine acing your coursework, not merely through rote memorization, but by genuinely understanding and engaging with the material. This cognitive approach facilitates a deeper learning experience that transcends mere academic requirements. For professionals, particularly those operating in high-stakes environments, the ability to swiftly and effectively analyze information is invaluable. Consider the frequent meetings that populate your work calendar. Each gathering presents opportunities to present ideas, tackle problems, and forge plans. With the insights from this book, you will enter these sessions armed with the ability to dissect arguments, identify underlying biases, and propose solutions rooted in logical reasoning and empirical evidence. Your capacity for strategic thinking and collaboration will inevitably elevate, fostering an environment where well-informed decisions become the norm rather than the exception. Lifelong learners and self-help enthusiasts, often driven by an unquenchable thirst for knowledge, will discover in this book a treasure trove of strategies to fuel their intellectual journey. The drive for personal growth lies at the heart of this demographic's pursuits. Critical thinking mastery provides the scaffolding upon which you can build an expansive cognitive empire. The techniques herein not only sharpen existing skills, but also ignite a curiosity that propels you towards new realms of understanding. Ethan Hope, an esteemed expert in cognitive development, combines years of research with practical approaches in this guide, offering insights that will sharpen your thinking skills and illuminate the path to intellectual clarity. Hope's extensive background in the field lends a significant layer of credibility to this work. His commitment to advancing cognitive proficiencies is evident in his rigorous academic endeavors and real-world applications, ensuring that readers benefit from a well-rounded perspective. Imagine walking into a meeting and confidently dissecting the arguments presented, spotting biases, and proposing solutions grounded in thorough analysis. With critical thinking mastery, such scenarios become your new reality, enhancing both personal and professional interactions. It's more than just a skill set. It's a mindset shift that permeates every aspect of your life. You will cultivate the ability to engage with content at a deeper level, question assumptions critically, and arrive at conclusions that are both reasoned and resilient. The structure of this book is meticulously crafted to guide you through this transformative journey. Starting with foundational principles, you will learn how to identify logical fallacies, recognize cognitive biases, and apply various analytical frameworks. These initial chapters lay the groundwork for more advanced topics, including effective argumentation, problem-solving strategies, and decision-making models. Each section builds upon the last, ensuring a comprehensive and cohesive learning experience. From identifying logical fallacies to fostering intellectual curiosity, each chapter offers tools and strategies designed for your continuous growth, ensuring that you not only understand critical thinking, but also master its application in everyday life. By delving into real-world examples and case studies, the abstract concepts crystallize into tangible skills. You will find yourself increasingly adept at navigating complex scenarios, both predictable and unforeseen, with confidence and precision. A preview of the chapters reveals an exciting journey ahead. You will begin with the basics of critical thinking, exploring what it means to think critically and why it matters. Subsequent sections delve into common barriers to effective thinking, including cognitive biases and logical fallacies. By understanding these obstacles, you become better equipped to overcome them. As you progress, you will encounter chapters dedicated to the art of constructing powerful arguments, evaluating sources for credibility, and integrating diverse perspectives into coherent viewpoints. Practical exercises and reflection prompts enrich each segment, providing opportunities for hands-on practice and self-assessment. The latter part of the book addresses specific applications of critical thinking across various domains. Whether you are analyzing historical events, interpreting scientific data, or making business decisions, the principles you've learned will adapt to each context, enhancing your ability to engage deeply and meaningfully with the world around you. In conclusion, critical thinking mastery stands as a pivotal resource in an era demanding nuanced understanding and informed decision-making. By investing in the development of your critical thinking skills, you position yourself to excel academically, professionally, and personally. The journey begins here, and the rewards are boundless. Prepare to embark on an intellectual adventure that promises not just knowledge, but wisdom. Chapter 1. Understanding the fundamentals of critical thinking. Understanding critical thinking is vital for navigating the complexities of modern life. This chapter delves into the very essence of critical thinking, examining its definition and significance in both personal and professional contexts. By stripping away misconceptions and focusing on the core elements, readers will gain insight into how this cognitive process shapes decision-making and problem-solving. From distinguishing between valid and unreliable information to fostering a mindset geared towards continuous improvement, the discussion aims to provide a comprehensive understanding of why critical thinking matters. In this chapter, readers will explore several key facets that underline the importance of critical thinking. It begins by analyzing the fundamental differences between general thinking and critical thinking, shedding light on how the latter involves a more systematic and evidence-based approach. The narrative will also highlight real-world examples, illustrating the practical applications of critical thinking in diverse scenarios, such as personal development and professional environments. Throughout the chapter, strategies for developing and nurturing these skills will be presented, offering actionable steps that can be integrated into daily life. Additionally, the discussion will address the potential pitfalls of neglecting critical thinking, emphasizing the broader implications for individuals and organizations alike. Definition and importance of critical thinking. Critical thinking is a fundamental cognitive process that involves the objective analysis and evaluation of information to form a well-reasoned judgment. It transcends basic decision-making by incorporating logical and evidence-based approaches to problem-solving, thereby enabling individuals to make informed choices with clarity and precision. This skill is essential in various aspects of life, from personal growth to professional success, and its significance cannot be overstated. At its core, critical thinking entails systematically questioning and evaluating information rather than accepting it at face value. This disciplined approach allows individuals to differentiate between valid and unreliable data, facilitating sound judgments. For instance, when faced with a complex issue, a critical thinker will scrutinize the evidence, consider multiple perspectives, and weigh potential outcomes before drawing a conclusion. This method increases the likelihood of arriving at solutions that are not only effective, but also sustainable. In personal development, critical thinking plays a pivotal role by enhancing self-awareness and fostering a proactive learning mindset. By regularly engaging in introspection, individuals become more cognizant of their biases and limitations. This heightened awareness empowers them to challenge their assumptions and seek continuous improvement. Moreover, the habit of exploring questions deeply encourages a thirst for knowledge, which is essential for lifelong learning and adaptation in an ever-changing world. For example, a student who employs critical thinking skills in their studies is likely to question the validity of sources, analyze arguments critically, and construct well-founded essays that reflect a thorough understanding of the subject matter. The importance of critical thinking extends significantly into professional contexts, where it is indispensable for problem-solving and strategic decision-making. In the workplace, critical thinkers excel in analyzing situations, identifying potential challenges, and developing innovative solutions. Consider a marketing team tasked with launching a new product. Team members who apply critical thinking will evaluate market trends, consumer behavior, and competitor strategies to devise a campaign that resonates with the target audience. Additionally, in collaborative environments, critical thinking fosters open communication and constructive feedback, leading to more cohesive and effective teamwork. Organizations benefit immensely from employees who can think critically, as these individuals contribute to a culture of continuous improvement and resilience. Ignoring critical thinking can have detrimental consequences, both personally and professionally. When individuals fail to engage in critical evaluation, they are more susceptible to misinformation and impulsive choices. This lack of scrutiny can lead to poor decision-making, which might manifest as ineffective problem-solving or misguided actions. For instance, a person who does not critically assess the credibility of news sources may fall victim to false information, resulting in misguided beliefs and actions. In professional settings, inadequate critical thinking can lead to inefficiencies within organizations, affecting productivity and overall performance. Teams that do not question assumptions or critically analyze data are at risk of making decisions based on incomplete or inaccurate information, potentially compromising projects and strategic goals. Developing critical thinking skills requires a commitment to continuous learning and a willingness to question established norms. One practical approach is to cultivate curiosity by asking probing questions and seeking diverse viewpoints. Engaging with a wide range of sources and perspectives broadens one's understanding and helps identify underlying biases. Moreover, practicing reflective thinking, where one analyzes past decisions and their outcomes, can provide valuable insights into improving future judgments. Another effective strategy is to develop a structured approach to problem solving. This involves breaking down complex issues into manageable components, examining each element thoroughly, and synthesizing the information to form a coherent solution. By adopting a systematic method, individuals can ensure that their conclusions are well supported by evidence and logical reasoning. For example, a professional faced with a business dilemma could use a step-by-step framework to analyze financial reports, market data, and stakeholder inputs before making a strategic decision. In addition to individual efforts, fostering a culture of critical thinking within organizations can yield significant benefits. Encouraging open dialogue, where diverse opinions are welcomed and debated respectfully, promotes a collaborative environment where ideas can flourish. Providing access to training programs and resources that enhance critical thinking skills further supports this objective. For instance, workshops on analytical techniques, ethical decision-making, and creative problem-solving can equip employees with the tools they need to navigate complex challenges effectively. Difference between thinking and critical thinking. Critical thinking is a crucial skill separating general thinking from more structured, systematic processes. General thinking can be described as any mental process involving contemplation or deliberation that lacks a structured framework. This form of thinking often leads to intuitive conclusions, driven primarily by gut feelings and first impressions. While it serves us in everyday situations where immediate responses are necessary, such as deciding what to eat for dinner or choosing a route while driving, it isn't suitable for making complex decisions requiring deeper analysis. Characteristics of critical thinking, in contrast, involve several deliberate and systematic processes. Critical thinkers engage in a thorough evaluation of information, seeking clarity and logical consistency. They ask pointed questions to understand the basis of their assumptions and the validity of their evidence. For example, when faced with a challenging problem at work, a critical thinker will break down the issue into smaller components, analyze each part systematically, and question underlying assumptions. They aim for a coherent understanding before arriving at conclusions, ensuring that their decisions are well-founded and logical. To illustrate the differences between general thinking and critical thinking, consider the decision-making process involved in buying a car. A person relying on general thinking might make a spur-of-the-moment decision based on superficial factors like the car's color or the persuasive words of the salesperson. In contrast, a critical thinker would weigh multiple options and outcomes. They would research various models, compare features, check reviews, consider long-term costs like maintenance and fuel efficiency, and possibly even seek advice from experts or consult consumer reports. This methodical approach highlights how critical thinking can serve as a sharper tool for significant decisions, minimizing the risk of buyer's remorse. The implications of adopting critical thinking over general thinking are profound. First, it leads to more informed choices. When individuals systematically evaluate their options and question their assumptions, they are less likely to overlook critical details that could affect their decisions negatively. For instance, in a professional context, this could mean devising a strategic plan that considers all potential risks and benefits, thereby enhancing an organization's ability to achieve its goals efficiently. Additionally, critical thinking enhances problem-solving skills. By breaking down complex issues into manageable parts and examining each aspect carefully, individuals can identify root causes rather than just addressing symptoms. This approach helps in devising more effective and sustainable solutions. For example, a team facing declining sales would benefit from critically analyzing market trends, customer feedback, and internal processes to pinpoint the exact reasons for the downturn and create targeted strategies to address them. Moreover, critical thinking fosters better collaboration. When team members adopt a critical thinking mindset, they tend to be more open-minded and receptive to diverse viewpoints. This openness can lead to richer discussions and innovative solutions, leveraging the collective intelligence of the group. For instance, in a brainstorming session, encouraging critical thinking can result in a broader range of ideas being considered, leading to more creative and viable outcomes. Motivating individuals to prioritize critical thinking in their daily lives carries significant benefits. It not only helps in making better personal and professional decisions, but also cultivates a mindset focused on continuous improvement and lifelong learning. By routinely questioning assumptions, seeking clarity, and evaluating evidence systematically, people become more adept at navigating complex situations and making sound judgments. As we have explored in this chapter, establishing a foundational understanding of critical thinking principles is vital for personal development, professional success, and lifelong learning. By emphasizing the importance of questioning information systematically and making well-reasoned judgments, we've highlighted how critical thinking enhances decision-making processes. Whether it's analyzing market trends, constructing academic essays, or fostering effective teamwork, adopting a critical mindset leads to more informed and sustainable outcomes. In addition to improving our problem-solving abilities, critical thinking cultivates open-mindedness and a proactive approach to learning. By challenging assumptions and seeking diverse perspectives, individuals can uncover biases and expand their cognitive capabilities. This not only enriches personal growth, but also contributes to creating collaborative environments where innovative ideas can thrive. As students, professionals, and lifelong learners, developing and honing critical thinking skills will equip us with the tools necessary to navigate complex challenges and make sound decisions throughout our lives. Chapter 2. Identifying Logical Fallacies. Identifying logical fallacies is an essential skill for anyone aiming to improve their critical thinking and reasoning abilities. Understanding how these fallacies work not only sharpens one's ability to analyze arguments, but also enhances communication skills and supports more rational decision-making processes. Logical fallacies, often subtle and persuasive, can mislead people into accepting flawed arguments. By mastering the identification of these common errors in reasoning, individuals equip themselves with the tools needed to evaluate discussions and debates more effectively, avoiding the pitfalls of being swayed by unsound logic. In this chapter, we will explore various types of logical fallacies that frequently arise in everyday conversations, academic discourse, and professional settings. We will discuss prominent examples, such as the ad hominem fallacy, where attacks on a person's character are used rather than addressing their ideas, the straw man fallacy, which involves misrepresenting someone's argument to make it easier to refute, and the slippery slope fallacy, which assumes a chain reaction of negative outcomes without substantial evidence. Additionally, the false dichotomy fallacy will be examined, illustrating how presenting only two options can limit problem solving and stifle creativity. By recognizing these and other logical fallacies, readers will be better prepared to navigate complex discussions and enhance their reasoning skills. Common types of logical fallacies. Understanding logical fallacies is crucial for improving reasoning skills, fostering clearer communication, and making well-informed decisions. By recognizing specific logical fallacies, readers can better evaluate arguments and avoid being misled by flawed reasoning. The ad hominem fallacy is a common pitfall where an argument targets a person's character instead of their ideas or position. For example, in a debate about environmental policies, one might dismiss the opponent's view by attacking their lack of scientific background rather than addressing the merits of their argument. This tactic diverts attention from the actual discussion and undermines constructive dialogue. To overcome this, focus on critiquing the arguments presented rather than the individuals making them. This approach maintains the integrity of the discourse and allows for a more balanced evaluation of ideas. Another prevalent fallacy is the straw man fallacy. This occurs when someone misrepresents or oversimplifies another's argument to make it easier to refute. For instance, if someone argues for improved public transportation to reduce traffic congestion, a responder using a straw man might exaggerate this point by claiming the proponent wants to ban all cars. This distortion diverts the conversation away from the original argument and creates unnecessary conflict. Recognizing this fallacy involves carefully listening to and accurately summarizing the opponent's position before responding, which fosters more meaningful and productive discussions. The slippery slope fallacy assumes that a specific action will trigger a chain of adverse events without substantial evidence to support such claims. For instance, suggesting that legalizing a particular substance will inevitably lead to widespread addiction and societal collapse exemplifies this fallacy. While concerns about potential consequences are valid, it's essential to evaluate each step on its own merits and consider empirical evidence. Avoiding the slippery slope fallacy requires critical assessment of causation claims and distinguishing between probable outcomes and speculative fears. The false dichotomy fallacy presents a situation as having only two exclusive options when, in reality, more possibilities exist. This either-or thinking stifles creativity and limits problem solving. For example, in a workplace setting, framing a decision as either adopting a new software immediately or sticking with outdated methods overlooks potential compromises like phased implementation or exploring other technological solutions. Embracing a broader perspective encourages innovative and inclusive decision-making. Recognizing false dichotomies involves seeking alternative viewpoints and considering multiple factors before reaching conclusions. Techniques for avoiding fallacious reasoning. Avoiding fallacious reasoning is critical for clear and effective thinking. The following actionable techniques can help individuals identify and overcome logical fallacies in their reasoning. Practice active listening. One of the most effective ways to avoid fallacious reasoning is through active listening. This technique involves fully concentrating, understanding, responding, and then remembering what is being said during a conversation. Active listening helps in understanding different arguments before forming conclusions. When you listen actively, you pay attention not just to the words, but also to the underlying message, context, and intent behind them. This practice promotes clarity and reduces biased judgments because it ensures that your response is based on a comprehensive understanding of the other person's viewpoint. To practice active listening, start by focusing completely on the speaker without interrupting. Avoid planning your response while the other person is talking. Instead, make an effort to understand their perspective fully. Reflect on what has been said by paraphrasing or summarizing key points. Ask open-ended questions for further clarification and to explore the topic more deeply. Additionally, maintain eye contact and nod occasionally to show that you are engaged. By honing these skills, you can foster better communication and minimize the likelihood of succumbing to logical fallacies. Question assumptions. Another crucial technique for avoiding fallacious reasoning is to regularly question assumptions. People often accept certain premises as true without critically examining them, which can lead to flawed conclusions. Challenging assumptions strengthens intellectual independence and helps resist blindly accepting fallacies. Begin by identifying the assumptions underpinning your beliefs and arguments. Ask yourself why you hold these assumptions and whether there is evidence to support them. Consider alternative perspectives and scenarios where your assumptions might not hold true. For instance, if you assume that a particular policy will always lead to positive outcomes, examine cases where it might have failed or resulted in unintended consequences. By doing so, you develop a more nuanced understanding of the issue and reduce the risk of fallacious reasoning. Remember, questioning assumptions does not mean rejecting them outright. Rather, it involves critically evaluating their validity and relevance in different contexts. Digital literacy. In today's digital age, evaluating sources critically online is essential for avoiding fallacious reasoning. With the vast amount of information available, discerning credible information from misleading rhetoric can significantly impact decision-making. Digital literacy involves understanding how to locate, evaluate, and use information effectively. To enhance your digital literacy, start by assessing the credibility of the sources you encounter. Check the author's credentials, the publication's reputation, and the date of the information. Be wary of sensationalist headlines or content that lacks supporting evidence. Use fact-checking tools and cross-reference multiple sources to verify the accuracy of the information. Additionally, recognize common digital fallacies, such as confirmation bias, where people favor information that aligns with their pre-existing beliefs, and filter bubbles, where algorithms tailor content to reinforce existing viewpoints. Developing strong digital literacy skills enables you to navigate the digital landscape more effectively and make well-informed decisions based on reliable information. Feedback and reflection. Seeking feedback and engaging in reflection are vital techniques for uncovering hidden biases and logical gaps in reasoning. Feedback provides external perspectives that can highlight areas of improvement, while reflection allows for introspection and continuous learning. When seeking feedback, choose a diverse range of individuals who can offer different viewpoints. Encourage honest and constructive criticism by creating an open and respectful environment. Ask specific questions about the strengths and weaknesses of your arguments, and be willing to consider differing opinions. Feedback can reveal blind spots and challenge you to think more critically. In addition to seeking feedback, regular reflection on your thought processes and decisions is crucial. Set aside time to review past experiences, analyze what worked well, and identify areas for improvement. Reflect on instances where your reasoning might have been influenced by cognitive biases or logical fallacies. By acknowledging and learning from these experiences, you can refine your reasoning skills and become more adept at avoiding fallacious thinking. In this chapter, we explored various logical fallacies that commonly occur in reasoning and how to identify and avoid them. By understanding specific fallacies such as ad hominem, straw man, slippery slope, and false dichotomy, readers are better equipped to evaluate arguments critically. The examples provided illustrated how these fallacies can distort discussions and hinder constructive discourse. Recognizing fallacies allows for more balanced evaluations and promotes clearer communication, essential skills for both academic and professional success. Furthermore, the techniques for avoiding fallacious reasoning emphasized the importance of active listening, questioning assumptions, enhancing digital literacy, and seeking feedback and reflection. These strategies encourage a rigorous yet open-minded approach to analyzing information and forming conclusions. By practicing these techniques, individuals can develop stronger reasoning abilities and make well-informed decisions. This not only aids in personal growth, but also improves collaboration and strategic planning in various contexts. As you continue to refine your critical thinking skills, you'll find yourself better prepared to navigate complex issues and engage in meaningful dialogues. Chapter 3. Developing Analytical Skills. Developing analytical skills is essential for navigating today's complex and information-rich world. These capabilities enable individuals to critically evaluate evidence and arguments, breaking down intricate information into manageable parts to improve reasoning and decision-making processes. Whether you're a student aiming to enhance your academic performance, a professional seeking sharper decision-making abilities, or a lifelong learner dedicated to personal growth, honing these skills can significantly impact your ability to engage with information more effectively. This chapter will guide readers through several key aspects of enhancing analytical skills. You'll learn how to evaluate the credibility of sources by examining author credentials and assessing source reputations. The chapter will delve into the importance of evaluating publication dates to ensure information is current and relevant. Recognizing biases and maintaining objectivity will also be discussed to help you navigate potential distortions in information. Ultimately, by mastering these techniques, you will be better equipped to discern credible sources and engage thoughtfully with the vast sea of information around you. Evaluating the credibility of sources. In today's information-saturated world, distinguishing credible sources from unreliable ones is a crucial skill. This section aims to equip readers with the tools necessary to identify high-quality information by examining author credentials, assessing source reputation, evaluating publication dates, and recognizing bias and objectivity. Identifying author credentials. One of the first steps in determining the credibility of a source is examining the author's qualifications and expertise. Is the author an authority in their field? Do they hold relevant academic degrees or professional experience? Credible authors often have a robust history of publications and are frequently cited by peers. For instance, if you are reading about climate science, an author with a PhD in atmospheric sciences who has numerous peer-reviewed articles would be considered highly credible. Furthermore, credible authors typically cite their sources, allowing readers to verify the information and consult the original research. This transparency not only strengthens the author's argument, but also serves as a pathway for further learning. Always approach anonymous writings with caution. Without identifiable authorship, the veracity of the content remains questionable. Assessing source reputation. Another key aspect of evaluating information quality is assessing the reputation of the source. Established metrics like peer review status, citation frequency, and publication in reputable journals or platforms indicate reliability. Academic databases such as Google Scholar, Oxford Academic, and Sage Publishing House some of the most trusted materials. These outlets often provide information on how frequently an article has been cited, which can help gauge its impact and relevance within its field. Similarly, government-run websites, .gov, educational institutions, .edu, and respected nonprofit organizations generally offer credible information. For example, statistical data from the U.S. Census Bureau or the World Factbook is widely regarded as reliable due to the rigorous methodologies involved in collecting and compiling such data. When evaluating news sources, consider well-established outlets like the New York Times, Bloomberg, and the Washington Post. These publications maintain strict editorial standards and fact-checking processes that contribute to their reputations for reliability and unbiased reporting. Evaluating publication date. The timing of a source's publication can significantly affect its relevance and reliability. For subjects experiencing rapid changes, such as technology and medicine, current information is essential. Outdated material may lack the latest discoveries, rendering it potentially inaccurate or incomplete. On the other hand, historical topics or foundational theories might withstand the test of time and remain valuable despite their age. Checking the publication date helps ensure that the information is up to date and pertinent to your research. For example, employing a 5-year-old study on internet technologies would likely miss recent developments, whereas using century-old primary sources might be perfectly acceptable for historical analysis. Regularly updated resources, like academic journals and databases, are usually more reliable. They undergo continual scrutiny and often include addendums or retractions to correct previous errors. Websites with timestamps indicating the last update can also be useful in verifying the currency of online content. Recognizing bias and objectivity. Bias can distort information, making it imperative to recognize whether a source harbors any potential biases. Understanding the author's purpose, whether to inform, persuade, or entertain, can provide insights into their objectivity. Neutral, fact-based narratives tend to be more reliable than opinionated pieces aimed at pushing a particular agenda. Authors' affiliations can sometimes reveal hidden biases. For example, research funded by corporations might favor outcomes beneficial to those companies. Similarly, political or ideological leanings could influence the presentation of facts. Be cautious of one-sided arguments and look for balanced discussions that consider various perspectives. Tools such as the CRAAP test can help evaluate sources for potential biases. Scrutinizing the structure of the argument, the use of evidence, and the neutrality of the language used are effective ways to determine objectivity. Cross-referencing information across multiple reputable sources can also help confirm its accuracy and reduce the risk of relying on biased material. In conclusion, developing analytical skills involves critically evaluating the quality of information presented to us. By identifying author credentials, assessing source reputation, evaluating publication dates, and recognizing potential biases, readers can navigate the vast sea of information more effectively. These tools not only enhance one's ability to discern credible sources, but also empower individuals to engage more thoughtfully and rigorously with the world around them. Structuring arguments effectively, understanding premises and conclusions. To construct sound, logical arguments and recognize the structure of arguments presented by others, it's crucial to first understand the core components that make up an argument: premises and conclusions. The premise provides the foundation or support for the argument. It's the evidence or reasons given to back up the conclusion, which is the statement being argued for. Without clear and well-supported premises, any conclusion drawn will likely be weak. A premise can be thought of as a piece of information that is assumed to be true within the context of the argument. For instance, in the argument, all humans are mortal. Socrates is a human, therefore Socrates is mortal. The premises are all humans are mortal, and Socrates is a human. The conclusion is Socrates is mortal. This deductive argument is structured so that if the premises are true, the conclusion must also be true. Deductive arguments aim for validity, meaning if the premises are true, it is impossible for the conclusion to be false. On the other hand, inductive arguments provide probable rather than conclusive support for their conclusions. For example, 10% of all customers in this restaurant order soda. John is a customer. Therefore, John will not order soda. Here, even if the premises are true, the conclusion is not guaranteed, only likely. Evaluating whether an argument is deductive or inductive helps in assessing its strength and reliability, using logical connectives. Next, it's essential to use logical connectives effectively to ensure that ideas within arguments are cohesively connected. Logical connectives are words or phrases that help indicate the relationship between different statements. These include conjunctions like and, or, but, and because. These connectives play a pivotal role in clarifying the logical flow of an argument and signaling how premises combine to support the conclusion. For instance, consider the argument, exercise improves health because it increases cardiovascular fitness and lowers stress levels. The use of because links the premise with the conclusion, showing causation. Similarly, using however can introduce a counterargument, adding depth and complexity to reasoning. Regular exercise improves health. However, excessive exercise can lead to injuries. Creating argument maps. Another powerful tool for enhancing analytical skills is creating argument maps. These visual tools represent the logical structure of arguments, making it easier to follow the reasoning and identify any gaps or weaknesses. Argument maps typically involve outlining the main conclusion at the top, followed by supporting premises and any sub-premises branching out below. By visually organizing information, it becomes clearer how each piece of evidence supports or contradicts the conclusion. For example, in evaluating the argument, economic growth leads to improved living standards because it creates jobs and raises incomes. An argument map would place the main conclusion at the center, with nodes for creates jobs and raises incomes branching out from it, each supported by further evidence if available. This method not only aids in constructing solid arguments, but also in dissecting complex ones presented by others. Distinguishing strong versus weak arguments. Recognizing the difference between strong and weak arguments is crucial for both constructing your own arguments and evaluating those made by others. A strong argument is one where the premises provide robust support for the conclusion. In a deductive argument, this means the premises must be true and logically guarantee the conclusion. In an inductive argument, the premises should make the conclusion highly probable. Criteria for evaluating arguments often include checking for validity and strength. A valid deductive argument has premises that logically necessitate the conclusion, regardless of whether the premises are actually true. An example of a valid deductive argument might be, if it rains, the ground gets wet. It rained today, therefore the ground is wet. Soundness goes a step further by ensuring that the premises are true in addition to the argument being valid. For inductive arguments, look for cogency, which involves having both strong reasoning and true premises. An example of a cogent inductive argument could be, most birds can fly. A robin is a bird. Therefore, a robin can probably fly. Here, the premises provide probable support for the conclusion based on general knowledge about birds. Techniques for dissecting complex information. Breaking down complex information into manageable components is another vital skill. Begin by identifying the main idea or thesis of the argument. Next, break it down into smaller parts. These could be individual premises and the conclusion. By summarizing each part separately, you can better understand the overall structure and flow of the argument. Employing questioning techniques is another effective strategy. Ask yourself questions such as, what is the main claim? What evidence is provided? Are there any assumptions? What counter-arguments exist? These questions help clarify the strength and weaknesses of the argument and expose any areas that require further examination. Integrating comparative analysis. Comparative analysis involves comparing different arguments or pieces of evidence to see which is stronger or more convincing. This technique is particularly useful when presented with conflicting viewpoints. By systematically comparing the premises, conclusions, and evidence of each argument, you can determine which is more robust and why. Practicing synthesis. Finally, practicing synthesis involves combining multiple pieces of information to form a coherent whole. This skill is especially important when dealing with complex topics that require integrating diverse perspectives. After analyzing each component separately, try to create a comprehensive summary that incorporates all relevant points. This holistic approach can lead to deeper understanding and more nuanced arguments. In this chapter, we delved into the essential skills needed to evaluate evidence and arguments critically. We explored various strategies for assessing the credibility of sources, such as examining author credentials, source reputation, publication dates, and recognizing potential biases. These tools are vital for anyone looking to navigate the vast amount of information available today, ensuring that the material they rely on is both accurate and trustworthy. By honing these analytical abilities, readers can improve their reasoning skills and make more informed decisions. Whether you are a student aiming to enhance your academic performance, a professional making high-stakes decisions, or a lifelong learner seeking personal growth, the techniques discussed here will empower you to break down complex information effectively. This foundation is crucial for building strong, logical arguments and engaging more thoughtfully with the world around you. Chapter 4: Practical Strategies for Better Problem Solving. Enhancing problem-solving skills is essential for navigating the various complexities of daily life. This chapter delves into practical strategies that can significantly improve one's approach to resolving problems. It emphasizes structured methods in decision-making and problem resolution, allowing individuals to tackle challenges more effectively. By mastering these techniques, readers will be better equipped to handle both simple and complex issues that arise in academic, professional, and personal contexts. Throughout the chapter, readers will explore the importance of critical thinking as a foundational skill in problem solving. The insights shared will cover how to define problems clearly to prevent misdirection and inefficiency. Additionally, the chapter provides guidelines on setting specific objectives that act as guiding stars in problem-solving efforts. Readers will also learn about using evidence-based reasoning to base decisions on objective findings rather than assumptions. Furthermore, the chapter highlights the role of creative solutions in overcoming obstacles, encouraging an innovative approach to problem solving. Real-world examples will illustrate these principles in action, demonstrating their applicability in various scenarios. Practical guidelines will be offered to help integrate these strategies into daily practice, ensuring a comprehensive understanding of effective problem-solving techniques. The role of critical thinking and problem solving. Critical thinking is a foundational skill that significantly impacts problem-solving and decision-making processes. By methodically analyzing and evaluating information, individuals can navigate complex situations with greater precision and effectiveness. This section delves into the vital role of critical thinking in enhancing problem resolution and offers practical guidelines to integrate it into everyday decision-making. Understanding the problem. First and foremost, defining the problem with clarity is essential for any successful problem-solving endeavor. Without a clear understanding of the issue at hand, efforts can become misdirected and inefficient. A well-defined problem provides a roadmap for exploring potential solutions. It involves dissecting the issue into its core components and identifying underlying factors contributing to the situation. For example, if a team is experiencing communication breakdowns, it's important to pinpoint whether the issue stems from technological barriers, interpersonal dynamics, or unclear channels of information. This precise definition enables targeted strategies that address the root causes rather than just symptoms. Identifying objectives. Once the problem is clearly defined, establishing specific objectives becomes the next critical step. Objectives act as guiding stars, aligning efforts and channeling resources toward desired outcomes. They provide a sense of direction and enable measurable progress. In an academic setting, a student might set an objective to improve critical reading skills by engaging with diverse sources of literature and practicing analytical writing. In a professional context, a team could aim to enhance project efficiency by streamlining workflows and implementing collaborative tools. Well-defined objectives create a framework within which problem-solving initiatives can be evaluated and adjusted as needed. Using evidence-based reasoning. Rooting decisions in evidence is another cornerstone of effective problem-solving. Evidence-based reasoning involves gathering relevant data, analyzing it rigorously, and basing conclusions on objective findings. This approach fosters transparency and minimizes the impact of biases, ensuring that decisions are grounded in reality rather than assumptions. For instance, in business scenarios, critically examining market trends, customer feedback, and competitor analysis informs more accurate predictions and strategic choices. Similarly, in educational environments, leveraging empirical studies and academic research enhances the validity of arguments and proposals. By prioritizing evidence over intuition, critical thinkers build robust foundations for their decisions. Encouraging creative solutions. While critical thinking is often associated with logical analysis, it also plays a pivotal role in fostering creativity. Innovative solutions often emerge from thinking outside conventional boundaries and approaching problems from unconventional angles. Encouraging creative problem-solving involves embracing diverse perspectives and considering multiple possibilities. Imagine an urban planner addressing traffic congestion. Traditional methods might focus solely on infrastructure expansion, but a creative thinker could explore alternative transportation models, flexible working hours, or even urban redesign to alleviate the issue. By integrating imaginative approaches alongside analytical reasoning, critical thinkers unlock pathways to groundbreaking solutions that defy standard paradigms. Effective problem-solving and decision-making hinge on the synergistic application of these principles. The ability to define problems clearly, set achievable objectives, base decisions on solid evidence, and encourage creative thinking equips individuals with a comprehensive toolkit for tackling challenges in academic, professional, and personal spheres. Real-world examples. To illustrate the power of critical thinking in action, consider a marketing professional tasked with launching a new product. The first step involves defining the market gap the product aims to fill. By conducting thorough market research and analyzing consumer needs, the marketer identifies a specific niche requiring attention. Establishing clear objectives such as brand awareness, user engagement, and sales targets helps guide the campaign's strategy. Rooted in evidence, the marketer formulates data-driven tactics, utilizing insights from previous campaigns and current market trends. Creativity comes into play when devising unique promotional angles and interactive experiences that captivate the audience. This holistic approach ensures a well-rounded, effective campaign that resonates with consumers. Another example lies in healthcare. Medical professionals constantly navigate complex patient cases requiring meticulous problem-solving. A doctor facing a diagnostic challenge begins by thoroughly defining the patient's symptoms and medical history. Setting objectives involves determining the most accurate diagnosis and identifying potential treatment pathways. Leveraging evidence-based medicine, the doctor consults clinical studies, guidelines, and expert opinions to inform their decisions. Creative thinking enters when considering personalized treatment plans, especially in cases of rare diseases. This critical thinking process results in comprehensive care tailored to the patient's unique needs. Practical guidelines. At this point, Let's outline some practical guidelines to weave these principles into daily practice. Break down problems. When faced with intricate challenges, break them down into smaller, manageable parts. This approach simplifies the complexity and allows for focused analysis. Set SMART objectives. Ensure objectives are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. This structure enhances clarity and accountability. Gather diverse data. Seek information from varied sources to obtain a holistic view. Avoid reliance on single perspectives, as it limits the scope of understanding. Embrace open-mindedness. Be receptive to unconventional ideas and alternative viewpoints. Foster an environment where creativity is encouraged and valued. Evaluate and reflect. Periodically review decisions and their outcomes. Reflect on what worked, what didn't, and how future problem-solving efforts can be refined. Transformative potential. In conclusion, the transformative potential of critical thinking lies in its ability to seamlessly integrate analytical rigor with creative exploration. By honing these skills, individuals empower themselves to tackle complex problems with confidence and ingenuity. Whether navigating academic pursuits, making high-stakes professional decisions, or embarking on personal growth journeys, the principles of critical thinking serve as steadfast guides. Embracing clarity, objectives, evidence, and creativity paves the way for effective problem-solving and decision-making, ultimately enhancing one's capacity to thrive in an ever-evolving world. Step-by-step problem-solving frameworks. In our daily lives, we encounter various problems that require us to use effective and systematic approaches to reach solutions. Tackling these problems efficiently can make a significant difference in personal and professional success. This section introduces structured frameworks that help readers systematically address and resolve issues more effectively. The ideal framework is a popular model balancing analysis and action with continuous improvement. Each letter stands for a step in the process. Identify the problem, define the criteria, explore possible strategies, act on the best solution, and look back to evaluate the effectiveness. This approach encourages methodical thinking, ensuring no aspect of the problem-solving process is overlooked. By following the ideal framework, individuals can create a comprehensive plan that transitions smoothly from identifying issues to implementing and reflecting on solutions. Next, the 5 Whys technique offers a straightforward yet powerful tool to uncover root causes of problems by repeatedly asking the question, why? Each answer forms the basis for the next question, drilling deeper into the issue. For instance, if a final assembly time exceeds the target, the initial why might reveal that machine adjustments are frequent. Subsequent questions dig further until reaching the root cause that can be addressed directly. This technique is particularly useful for clarifying primary issues without needing advanced statistical methods. Students can use this technique for essay revisions, while professionals might find it beneficial in project management scenarios where pinpointing fundamental issues is crucial. Another strategic tool is SWOT analysis, which helps visualize internal and external factors impacting a situation. SWOT stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. By categorizing elements into these 4 quadrants, individuals gain a clear perspective of their situation's landscape. For example, a student may assess their academic strengths like dedication and weaknesses such as time management. Similarly, opportunities like online courses and threats like increased competition can also be mapped out. This visualization facilitates better planning by highlighting areas requiring attention and leveraging strengths to mitigate risks. The fishbone diagram, or Ishikawa diagram, simplifies complex problems by breaking them down into manageable components. It visually organizes potential causes of an issue, making it easier to determine correlations and brainstorm solutions. The diagram resembles a fish skeleton, with the main problem at the head and contributing factors as bones branching off. These branches can include categories like people, methods, machines, materials, measurements, and environment. For instance, if a team faces recurring errors in production, they can use a fishbone diagram to identify whether the cause lies in machinery maintenance, employee training, or material quality. This tool is invaluable for systematic analysis, allowing teams to prioritize and address root causes efficiently. These frameworks, ideal, 5 whys, SWOT analysis, and fishbone diagram, equip individuals with essential tools to tackle problems systematically. Each provides a structured method for dissecting issues and developing actionable plans, fostering a proactive and analytical mindset. When applying these frameworks, start by clearly defining the problem. Without a precise and well-understood issue, even the most robust framework may fall short. Take the time to articulate the problem accurately, ensuring everyone involved shares the same understanding. This common ground prevents miscommunication and focuses efforts on finding a viable solution. Next, engage in collaborative brainstorming to generate diverse perspectives. Diverse views can uncover nuances that might otherwise be missed, enriching the problem-solving process and leading to more innovative solutions. With the ideal framework, begin by identifying the main problem. Define clear criteria that your solutions must meet. Exploring possible strategies requires thinking broadly and creatively, considering multiple angles before narrowing down the options. Taking action involves implementing the chosen solution methodically. Finally, the evaluation phase involves looking back and assessing whether the solution worked as intended, what lessons were learned, and how the process can be improved for future challenges. For the 5 whys technique, remember it's about peeling away layers to expose root causes. This iterative questioning keeps the analysis focused, directing attention to underlying issues rather than surface symptoms. Be prepared to ask more than 5 questions if needed. The goal is thorough understanding. Document each step, maintaining a record that can be reviewed and referenced later, helping to ensure long-term resolution. SWOT analysis calls for honest evaluation. Strengths should be leveraged, while weaknesses need addressing through targeted actions. Opportunities present potential growth areas, and threats require preventive measures. Regularly revisiting the SWOT analysis ensures that it remains relevant and adjusts to any changes in circumstances. This adaptability makes the SWOT framework dynamic and continuously insightful. Creating a fishbone diagram begins with defining the central problem clearly at the head of the fish. From there, identify major categories that contribute to the problem. Under each category, list potential subcauses. This visual breakdown aids in systematically analyzing and prioritizing these subcauses. Once identified, develop targeted action plans for each major cause. Collaboration is key in this step, as diverse input can uncover hidden aspects of the problem. Applying these frameworks isn't limited to individual efforts. They are powerful tools for team collaboration. In a group setting, these methods foster collective problem-solving, drawing on varied expertise and experiences. Teams can discuss, debate, and refine ideas within these structured approaches, leading to more comprehensive solutions. Additionally, sharing the outcomes and reflections after employing these frameworks enhances organizational learning, embedding a culture of continuous improvement. By integrating these structured frameworks into everyday problem-solving processes, readers can navigate complexities more effectively. Whether the challenge is academic, professional, or personal, having a systematic approach transforms chaotic situations into manageable tasks. Structured frameworks not only simplify problem-solving, but also build confidence and competence over time, preparing individuals for increasingly complex challenges ahead. In this chapter, we explored practical strategies to enhance everyday problem-solving skills. By defining problems clearly and setting specific objectives, individuals can create actionable plans that lead to effective solutions. Incorporating evidence-based reasoning ensures decisions are grounded in reality, minimizing biases and promoting transparency. Additionally, Fostering creativity allows for innovative approaches, broadening the range of potential solutions. Applying these structured frameworks equips individuals with essential tools for tackling challenges across various contexts. Whether navigating academic projects, professional tasks, or personal growth endeavors, these methods provide a comprehensive toolkit for effective decision-making and problem resolution. Embracing these principles enhances one's ability to manage complexities confidently and adaptively, paving the way for continuous improvement and success. Chapter 5. Fostering Intellectual Curiosity. Fostering intellectual curiosity is essential for anyone seeking personal and professional growth. Embracing a mindset of continuous learning can significantly enhance adaptability, creativity, self-confidence, and relationships. By nurturing curiosity, individuals become adept at navigating the complexities of modern life, whether it's adjusting to emerging trends in their careers or understanding diverse perspectives in social contexts. This chapter aims to lay the groundwork for developing an inquisitive nature, urging readers to adopt habits and mindsets that encourage ongoing intellectual engagement. Throughout this chapter, various strategies will be explored to help cultivate a curious mindset. Readers will learn the importance of asking open-ended questions and embracing new experiences to stimulate the mind. Practical advice on integrating learning into daily routines, despite time constraints, will be offered, as well as tips for managing digital distractions. The chapter will also examine how joining learning communities and leveraging technology can bolster curiosity-driven learning. Engaging with these insights will empower readers to continuously seek knowledge and enrich their understanding of the world around them. Benefits of lifelong learning. Lifelong learning has the transformative power to significantly enrich both personal and professional domains, creating a wealth of opportunities and enhancing overall life experiences. Embracing lifelong learning carries numerous benefits, including enhanced adaptability, increased creativity, improved self-confidence, and deepened relationships. One of the most prominent advantages of lifelong learning is enhanced adaptability. In today's fast-paced world, where industries evolve rapidly and technology advances continuously, the ability to adapt is crucial. Lifelong learning fosters this adaptability by enabling individuals to acquire new skills and knowledge quickly. This capability allows people to seamlessly navigate changes in their careers and personal lives. For example, someone who continually updates their skill set can transition more smoothly into new roles or industries, staying relevant and competitive in the job market. Furthermore, being adaptable reduces stress related to uncertainty and change, as individuals feel more equipped to handle whatever comes their way. Increased creativity is another significant benefit of engaging in lifelong learning. The process of acquiring knowledge from various fields broadens one's perspective, encouraging the formation of unique connections between ideas. This interdisciplinary approach often leads to innovative solutions to problems that might otherwise seem insurmountable. For instance, a software engineer who learns about design principles may develop more user-friendly software, blending technical expertise with creative insights. Lifelong learning stimulates curiosity, which in turn ignites innovative thinking and experimentation. When individuals are exposed to diverse knowledge, they can draw on a richer palette of ideas to address challenges creatively. Improved self-confidence is an undeniable advantage of lifelong learning. Acquiring new competencies boosts self-esteem and reinforces belief in one's abilities. Mastering a new skill or subject area can be incredibly empowering, leading individuals to take on greater challenges with assurance. This newfound confidence can open doors to leadership opportunities in various settings, whether it's within a workplace, a community organization, or even personal endeavors. Moreover, a confident learner serves as an inspiration to others, potentially creating a positive feedback loop where collective encouragement and growth become the norm. Lifelong learners also tend to build deeper, more meaningful relationships with others. Shared knowledge and experiences foster richer and more engaging conversations, making interactions more fulfilling. For instance, someone who has taken the time to learn about different cultures may find it easier to connect with people from diverse backgrounds, fostering empathy and understanding. A commitment to lifelong learning can lead to collaborative efforts within communities, as learners come together to pursue common interests. These connections can cultivate a sense of belonging and support, further enhancing personal fulfillment. The importance of lifelong learning is also evident in its impact on career development. As professionals strive to stay relevant in their fields, continuous learning becomes essential. Industries constantly evolve, and those who keep up with these changes are better positioned for advancement. For instance, a marketing professional who learns about the latest digital marketing trends can implement more effective strategies, thereby increasing their value to employers. According to a survey conducted by the World Economic Forum, 40% of current workers' core skills are expected to change by 2025. By committing to lifelong learning, individuals can anticipate future demands and stay ahead in their careers. Additionally, lifelong learning plays a crucial role in improving mental health and well-being. Engaging in learning activities stimulates the mind, providing a sense of purpose and accomplishment. Research from the Pew Research Center highlights that 69% of U.S. adults believe learning opens up new perspectives about their lives, while 64% say it helps them make new friends. These social connections can combat feelings of isolation and contribute to overall happiness. Learning something new can serve as a form of mental exercise, enhancing cognitive abilities and reducing the risk of cognitive decline in older age. In the professional realm, organizations that encourage a culture of continuous learning often see significant benefits. Employees who are committed to learning can drive innovation and improve organizational performance. Moreover, companies that invest in the development of their workforce are likely to experience higher employee satisfaction and retention rates. For example, offering access to online courses or professional development workshops can empower employees to grow within their roles, ultimately benefiting the organization as a whole. However, it's important to note that some researchers criticize organizations for placing the responsibility of learning solely on employees without providing adequate resources and support. Lifelong learning also enhances creativity by facilitating exposure to diverse knowledge. When individuals engage with various disciplines, they develop the ability to think outside the box and generate novel ideas. Curiosity drives this process, urging individuals to explore and experiment. For example, an architect who studies biology might apply biomimicry principles, designing buildings inspired by nature's efficiency. This cross-pollination of ideas often results in groundbreaking innovations that push boundaries and redefine what's possible. Moreover, lifelong learning cultivates emotional intelligence, which is vital for personal and professional growth. By continuously expanding their horizons, individuals become more empathetic and culturally aware. This heightened sensitivity allows for better interpersonal relationships, as understanding different perspectives leads to more effective communication and collaboration. For instance, a manager who invests in learning about conflict resolution techniques will likely foster a more harmonious work environment, enhancing team productivity and morale. Lifelong learners often exhibit a greater sense of purpose and direction in their lives. By actively seeking knowledge and skills, they align their actions with their passions and goals, leading to a more fulfilling existence. This sense of purpose extends beyond personal satisfaction, influencing how they contribute to society. For example, someone dedicated to environmental studies might spearhead community initiatives that promote sustainability, making a tangible impact on their surroundings. Furthermore, lifelong learning encourages resilience, an essential trait in navigating life's challenges. The continuous pursuit of knowledge equips individuals with problem-solving skills and adaptive thinking. When faced with obstacles, lifelong learners are more likely to approach them with a solution-oriented mindset. For instance, an entrepreneur who embraces lifelong learning can pivot their business strategy in response to market shifts, ensuring long-term viability. Strategies to stay curious and overcoming barriers to intellectual growth. Cultivating a curious mindset. Developing intellectual curiosity begins with asking questions. This habit invites deeper insights and understanding by encouraging critical engagement with whatever material or subject is being addressed. It's essential to ask open-ended questions for stimulating more extensive exploration and discourse. For instance, instead of merely asking, "What is this?" one could ask, "How does this work?" or "Why is this important?" Such questions help move beyond surface-level information and lead to a more profound engagement with the topic at hand. In daily life, developing a questioning mindset can be woven into various activities. Whether attending a lecture, reading an article, or engaging in a discussion, make it a point to jot down any questions that arise. These might include inquiries about the underlying principles of a concept, its implications, or how it connects to other ideas. By consistently nurturing this habit, one becomes more adept at identifying areas worthy of further investigation, thereby fostering continuous learning and curiosity. Another powerful strategy to cultivate curiosity is exploring new experiences. Actively seeking out new and unfamiliar activities helps stimulate the mind and challenge existing perspectives. Travel is a prime example. It introduces different cultures, languages, and ways of life, expanding one's worldview. Similarly, immersing oneself in art and culture can ignite interest and curiosity by offering fresh viewpoints and aesthetic experiences. Attending art exhibitions, theater performances, or music concerts can provide unique insights that challenge conventional thinking and inspire creativity. Moreover, breaking established routines is another effective way to uncover hidden interests and passions. Engaging in activities outside one's usual scope, whether it's learning a new language, taking up a new sport, or delving into a different field of study, can reveal talents and curiosities previously unexplored. Each new experience serves as a catalyst for curiosity, prompting further inquiry and growth. Despite the benefits, time constraints can pose significant barriers to maintaining a curious mindset. Modern life often leaves individuals with busy schedules, leading them to neglect intellectual pursuits. To counteract this, reprioritizing daily schedules to include dedicated learning time is crucial. Just as physical exercise is necessary for bodily health, mental exercises like reading, studying, or even engaging in thoughtful conversations are vital for intellectual growth. One practical approach is setting small, achievable learning goals. These can be easily incorporated into daily routines with minimal time commitments. For example, dedicating just 15 minutes a day to reading a book or listening to an educational podcast during a commute can make a notable difference over time. Striking a balance between work and leisure ensures there is always room for engaging in curiosity-driven projects, which keeps the mind active and engaged. In today's digital age, distractions and information overload can also stifle curiosity. With endless streams of content available at our fingertips, discerning what is relevant and meaningful can be challenging. Developing selective information consumption habits is key. This involves critically evaluating sources, prioritizing high-quality content, and consciously limiting exposure to non-essential information. Creating boundaries around technology use, such as setting specific times for checking emails or social media, can foster a more focused approach to learning. Mindful consumption and curation of information further enhance critical thinking and reduce feelings of overwhelm. One strategy could be curating a personal library of trusted resources, books, journals, podcasts, and websites that align with one's interests and learning goals. Regularly updating and reviewing this collection ensures access to relevant, high-quality content that encourages curiosity and deepens knowledge. Another way to manage distractions is by establishing a conducive learning environment. A clutter-free space dedicated to study or contemplation can significantly impact focus and productivity. Additionally, employing techniques like the Pomodoro method, which involves working in short, focused bursts with breaks in between, can help maintain concentration without succumbing to digital distractions. In the pursuit of intellectual curiosity, joining learning communities can be incredibly beneficial. Engaging with others who share similar interests fosters an environment of mutual support and idea exchange. Study groups, book clubs, or online forums provide platforms for discussion, debate, and collaborative learning. These interactions not only broaden one's understanding, but also inspire new lines of inquiry. Utilizing technology wisely can also support curiosity-driven learning. Online courses, webinars, and educational platforms offer vast resources on virtually any topic imaginable. Apps designed for language learning, coding, or even skill building in hobbies like painting or playing an instrument can provide structured yet flexible opportunities to learn something new. Leveraging these tools allows individuals to tailor their learning experiences to fit their unique schedules and interests. This chapter underscores the value of fostering a mindset open to curiosity and lifelong learning. By continuously seeking knowledge, individuals can enhance their adaptability, creativity, self-confidence, and relationships. In today's rapidly evolving world, staying curious and eager to learn is vital. It equips us to handle changes gracefully and embrace new opportunities with confidence. Lifelong learning not only enriches our professional lives, but also cultivates a sense of purpose and fulfillment in our personal journeys. Moreover, the chapter highlights practical strategies for nurturing intellectual curiosity, despite barriers like time constraints and information overload. Encouraging habits such as asking open-ended questions, exploring new experiences, and joining learning communities can keep the spark of curiosity alive. By integrating these approaches into our daily routines, we can build resilience and maintain a flexible, inquisitive mind. This commitment to lifelong learning empowers us to grow continually, both mentally and emotionally, fostering well-being and insight in all areas of life. Chapter 6: Critical Thinking in the Workplace. Applying critical thinking in the workplace is essential for enhancing decision-making, fostering collaboration, and promoting strategic planning. In various professional settings, the ability to think critically helps individuals navigate complex challenges and generate innovative solutions. By engaging with this skill actively, teams can achieve more effective communication and attain better results. Whether it's problem solving, giving constructive feedback, or adapting to new situations, critical thinking acts as a cornerstone for professional growth and team success. This chapter delves into the myriad ways critical thinking can be integrated into workplace practices to boost overall efficiency and productivity. It explores how encouraging diverse perspectives can lead to richer discussions and more comprehensive strategies. Readers will learn about the significance of active listening in creating an inclusive environment where each voice is heard and respected. The chapter also emphasizes the importance of constructive feedback mechanisms for continuous improvement and collaborative problem-solving frameworks that leverage collective intelligence. Through practical examples and case studies, the chapter provides a clear roadmap for applying critical thinking skills to tackle everyday professional challenges effectively. Improving team collaboration through critical thinking. Critical thinking is a powerful tool that can greatly enhance communication and collaboration within teams, leading to more effective outcomes. By employing critical thinking in team settings, individuals can encourage diverse perspectives, practice active listening skills, provide constructive feedback, and engage in collaborative problem solving. Encouraging diverse perspectives. Diverse perspectives are essential for fostering innovation and problem solving within teams. When team members come from varying backgrounds and possess different experiences, their unique viewpoints can enrich discussions and generate creative solutions. Inviting these diverse opinions encourages a culture where all voices are heard and valued, which is crucial for effective team communication. Consider a scenario where a team is tasked with developing a new marketing strategy. Members from different departments, such as sales, customer service, and product development bring distinct insights into the discussion. A salesperson might highlight customer pain points, while a product developer could offer technical solutions to address those issues. This amalgamation of perspectives can lead to a comprehensive strategy that considers multiple facets of the problem, ultimately resulting in better decision-making. Active listening skills. Active listening is a vital component of effective communication and critical thinking within a team. It involves fully concentrating on what the speaker is saying, understanding their message, and responding thoughtfully. This skill helps clarify misunderstandings and ensures that everyone is on the same page. To practice active listening effectively in team settings: 1. Maintain eye contact with the speaker. 2. Avoid interrupting or finishing other people's sentences. 3. Ask clarifying questions when necessary. 4. Provide verbal cues like nodding or paraphrasing what has been said. 5. Show genuine interest through nonverbal cues, such as leaning forward or smiling. When team members actively listen, it creates an inclusive environment where each person feels valued and understood. This promotes a sense of respect and trust, which is fundamental for effective collaboration. For instance, during a project meeting, if one member expresses concerns about a potential roadblock, active listening allows the team to address the issue collectively and find a viable solution, thus improving overall team performance. Constructive feedback mechanisms. Providing and receiving feedback constructively is integral to personal and team growth. Constructive criticism, when delivered thoughtfully, can drive improvements and foster a culture of continual learning. This feedback should be specific, actionable, and focused on behaviors rather than personal attributes. A useful framework for delivering constructive feedback includes starting with positive observations, clearly stating the area of improvement, providing specific examples, suggesting ways to improve, ending on a supportive note. For example, consider a team working on a software development project. If a team member's coding practices are causing inefficiencies, a colleague might start by acknowledging their hard work and dedication. They could then point out the specific coding practices that need adjustment, provide examples, suggest alternative approaches, and offer support for making those changes. This method not only helps the individual improve, but also enhances the team's overall efficiency. Examining case studies where constructive feedback led to improved outcomes can further illustrate its importance. For instance, a case study of a tech startup revealed that regular feedback sessions significantly boosted the quality of their product development process. Team members became more adept at identifying flaws early on, which minimized costly errors and accelerated project timelines. Collaborative problem solving. Collaborative problem solving leverages critical thinking to tackle complex challenges as a group. Effective collaboration in problem-solving scenarios requires clear communication, mutual respect, and a shared commitment to finding the best solution. One approach to collaborative problem-solving is using critical thinking frameworks, such as SWOT analysis, to guide discussions. This structured method helps teams systematically evaluate various aspects of a problem and develop well-rounded solutions. For example, a marketing team facing declining engagement might use a SWOT analysis to identify internal strengths they can leverage, external opportunities to explore, weaknesses to address, and potential threats to mitigate. Successful group dynamics also play a crucial role in collaborative efforts. Teams that function well together often have a strong sense of shared goals, open lines of communication, and a culture that values each member's contributions. For instance, a healthcare team working on patient care plans can benefit from diverse expertise, from doctors and nurses to social workers and therapists. By bringing their unique perspectives to the table and working towards a common goal, they can develop holistic care plans that better address patients' needs. Shared goals are particularly significant in teamwork. When every member understands and aligns with the team's objectives, it fosters a sense of unity and purpose. Conducting meetings with well-crafted agendas can help clarify these goals and expectations. Sharing an agenda before meetings sets the stage for productive discussions, encourages participation, and ensures that everyone is working towards the same end. Decision-making under uncertainty. In the modern workplace, making informed decisions in ambiguous or unpredictable situations demands robust critical thinking frameworks. These strategies enable professionals to enhance decision-making processes, foster collaboration, and promote strategic planning effectively. Assessing risks and benefits. Critical thinking is paramount when evaluating risks and benefits in uncertain circumstances. The process begins with identifying potential risks and rewards systematically. One effective approach is to list all possible outcomes, considering both positive and negative aspects. This kind of structured analysis ensures that all factors are taken into account before reaching a conclusion. Decision-makers often utilize tools such as SWOT analysis to categorize different elements influencing a decision. Another valuable tool is the risk matrix, which helps prioritize risks based on their probability and impact. By doing so, teams can focus on mitigating high-priority risks while capitalizing on significant opportunities. These methods rely heavily on critical thinking to dissect complex scenarios and derive actionable insights. Scenario planning. Scenario planning is a powerful technique that prepares organizations for multiple potential futures. Unlike forecasting, which predicts a single outcome, scenario planning explores various plausible futures to understand different possibilities. This method helps teams anticipate changes and adapt accordingly. For example, businesses in the energy sector have successfully used scenario planning since the 1970s to navigate global shifts in demand and supply chains. During the oil crisis, these companies could foresee potential disruptions and adjust their strategies to maintain stability. Similarly, healthcare organizations use scenario planning to manage resources during pandemics, ensuring they meet varying levels of demand. Constructing scenarios involves critical thinking to create coherent and plausible narratives. It requires analyzing external factors, generating diverse sets of assumptions, and validating these scenarios through iterative discussions. By preparing for different eventualities, organizations can be more resilient and responsive to change. Using data for informed choices. Today's data-rich environments necessitate strong data interpretation skills to make informed choices. Critical thinking plays a crucial role in discerning relevant information from large data sets and avoiding biases that may cloud judgment. Best practices for data interpretation include cross-referencing multiple sources, considering the context of data, and using statistical tools to identify trends. Professionals must also be wary of cognitive biases, such as confirmation bias, where one might favor data that supports pre-existing beliefs. Employing techniques like blind analysis, where data is reviewed without knowing previous results, can help mitigate such biases. Additionally, visual tools like dashboards and infographics make complex data more accessible and comprehensible, aiding in better decision-making. In business contexts, critical thinking enhances the ability to sift through data noise and extract meaningful patterns. For instance, retail companies analyzing consumer behavior data can identify market trends and adapt their strategies to meet evolving demands, thereby improving their competitive edge. Embracing flexibility and adaptability. Flexibility and adaptability are essential traits in adapting to changing circumstances. These qualities are closely linked to critical thinking, which allows individuals to evaluate situations objectively and pivot strategies quickly. In dynamic professional settings, rigid plans are often counterproductive. Hence, an adaptable mindset is invaluable. Ongoing learning is a key component of adaptability. Professionals should continually update their knowledge and skills to stay relevant. Emphasizing continuous improvement and being open to new ideas fosters a culture of innovation and responsiveness. Quick pivoting, such as shifting business models or adopting new technologies, demonstrates the practical application of flexibility. Moreover, Real-time feedback mechanisms enable timely adjustments to strategies. For example, agile project management methodologies emphasize iterative development and regular reassessment of goals and processes. This approach ensures that teams remain aligned with changing objectives and can address challenges proactively. Critical thinking is essential in professional environments because it fosters effective decision-making, enhances team collaboration, and promotes strategic planning. In this chapter, we explored various techniques such as encouraging diverse perspectives, practicing active listening, providing constructive feedback, and engaging in collaborative problem-solving. These approaches help teams harness the collective intelligence of their members, leading to more innovative solutions and improved performance. By integrating critical thinking into everyday professional practices, individuals and teams can better navigate complex challenges and make more informed decisions. The adoption of structured frameworks like SWOT analysis and scenario planning ensures that all aspects of a problem are thoroughly examined. Additionally, fostering a culture of respect, trust, and open communication encourages continuous learning and adaptability. Ultimately, these skills not only improve immediate outcomes, but also build a foundation for long-term success in any professional setting. Chapter 7: Effective Communication and Critical Dialogue. Effective communication and critical dialogue are essential skills that enhance personal and professional interactions. In today's interconnected world, the ability to communicate effectively while engaging in thoughtful discussions is more important than ever. Effective communication involves not only the clear expression of ideas, but also the understanding and appreciation of diverse viewpoints. Critical dialogue, on the other hand, requires a balanced approach, combining empathy and logical reasoning to ensure that conversations are both meaningful and productive. This chapter delves into these crucial aspects, providing readers with the tools and techniques necessary for fostering effective communication and engaging in critical dialogue. In this chapter, readers will explore various strategies that promote constructive communication and critical thinking. We will discuss how recognizing emotional cues can improve empathetic responses and active listening, enhancing the quality of interactions. The importance of clear articulation will be highlighted, showing how it helps reduce misunderstandings and strengthens arguments. Additionally, the chapter will cover the significance of acknowledging common ground to create a collaborative atmosphere, facilitating problem-solving. Real-life examples and practical scenarios will illustrate these points, offering insights into how these strategies can be applied in different settings. By the end of this chapter, readers will be equipped with the knowledge and skills to navigate complex conversations with confidence and effectiveness. Balancing empathy and logic in conversations. Combining emotional understanding with logical reasoning is crucial for fostering better conversations. The ability to merge empathy and logic can significantly enhance the quality of interactions, leading to more meaningful and productive discussions. Recognizing emotional cues is the first step toward responding empathetically and effectively. Emotional cues are subtle signals that indicate how someone feels, such as facial expressions, body language, and tone of voice. By paying attention to these cues, you can gain insights into the other person's emotional state and tailor your response accordingly. For example, if a colleague seems visibly stressed during a discussion about a project deadline, acknowledging their feelings with a statement like, "I can see this is causing you some stress," can open the door to a more supportive and constructive conversation. Active listening is another essential component of effective communication. This involves fully concentrating on what is being said, understanding the message, and responding thoughtfully. Active listening requires patience and focus, as it entails not just hearing the words, but also comprehending the underlying emotions and intentions. One way to practice active listening is by paraphrasing what the speaker has said to ensure accurate understanding. For instance, if a friend is sharing concerns about a personal issue, summarizing their points and asking, "So you're feeling overwhelmed because of X, Y, and Z, is that right?" can demonstrate that you are genuinely engaged in the conversation. Clear articulation is vital in reducing the chances of misinterpretation and strengthening the argument made. When you articulate your thoughts clearly, you minimize ambiguity and make it easier for others to understand your perspective. This clarity can be achieved by organizing your thoughts before speaking, using simple and direct language, and avoiding jargon or overly complex sentences. For example, during a team meeting, presenting your ideas in bullet points or numbered lists can help convey your message more effectively and facilitate a smoother discussion. Acknowledging similarities between you and the person you are communicating with can create a collaborative atmosphere that facilitates problem solving. Identifying common ground helps build rapport and trust, making it easier to work together toward a shared goal. For instance, in a debate about a project's direction, highlighting mutual interests and goals, such as the desire for the project's success, can shift the focus from individual differences to collective objectives. This collaborative mindset encourages open dialogue and a willingness to find solutions that benefit everyone involved. To illustrate these points further, let's consider a workplace scenario. Imagine you are part of a team working on a high-stakes project with tight deadlines. Tensions are high, and disagreements arise frequently. By recognizing emotional cues, you notice that one team member appears particularly anxious and withdrawn during meetings. You decide to address this by saying, "I've noticed you seem a bit stressed lately. Is there anything specific that's bothering you?" This empathetic approach can help the team member feel heard and supported, potentially leading to a more open and honest discussion about their concerns. Next, you practice active listening by giving them your full attention as they explain their worries. You nod, maintain eye contact, and occasionally paraphrase their statements to show you are engaged. This active listening not only validates their feelings, but also provides you with a clearer understanding of the issues at hand, allowing you to respond more effectively. When it's your turn to speak, you ensure your points are clear and concise. Instead of diving into technical jargon, you break down your suggestions into simple steps, making it easier for everyone to follow along. This clarity helps prevent misunderstandings and keeps the conversation focused on finding solutions rather than getting lost in complex details. Finally, you emphasize the team's shared goal of completing the project successfully. You acknowledge that while there may be differing opinions on how to achieve this, everyone wants the best outcome for the project. By focusing on this common objective, you foster a sense of collaboration and unity, encouraging team members to work together constructively. These strategies, recognizing emotional cues, practicing active listening, articulating clearly, and acknowledging similarities, can transform conflicts into opportunities for growth and improvement. They create an environment where individuals feel valued and understood, enhancing overall communication and collaboration. Techniques for constructive debates. Effective communication and critical dialogue are essential skills that can enhance personal and professional interactions. This section aims to equip readers with strategies that promote constructive and respectful debates rather than confrontational arguments. Firstly, establishing ground rules is crucial for creating a respectful framework that encourages open dialogue without personal attacks. Ground rules help set the tone for interactions, ensuring that discussions remain focused on ideas rather than devolving into personal attacks. For instance, one effective ground rule could be to listen respectfully without interrupting. This promotes an atmosphere of mutual respect where every participant feels heard. Another important rule might be to criticize ideas, not individuals. By focusing on the content of what's being said rather than the person saying it, participants can engage more substantively and less emotionally in the discussion. Next, utilizing I statements can significantly enhance communication. I statements focus on personal perspectives rather than blaming others, making it easier for participants to listen and respond constructively. For example, saying, "I feel concerned when deadlines are missed because it affects our project timeline," is much more effective than saying, "You always miss deadlines." The former statement reveals personal feelings and concerns, which invites understanding and resolution, while the latter is likely to provoke defensiveness and conflict. Recognizing and valuing diversity is another key strategy. Encouraging diverse perspectives within a group can lead to enhanced creativity and problem-solving. Different backgrounds and experiences bring varied viewpoints, which can enrich discussions and lead to more innovative solutions. When team members feel their unique perspectives are valued, they are more likely to contribute openly and effectively. This inclusivity fosters a sense of belonging and collaboration, driving the group toward common goals. The yes and technique is also highly effective in promoting a culture of collaboration and positivity. This technique involves acknowledging a contribution and then building on it. For example, if someone suggests an idea during a brainstorming session, instead of dismissing it outright, you could say, "Yes, and we could also consider." This approach not only validates the original idea, but also moves the conversation forward constructively. This culture of affirmation and expansion encourages everyone to participate actively and positively, leading to more productive dialogues. Utilizing active listening techniques is fundamental to engaging in critical dialogue. Active listening involves fully concentrating, understanding, and responding thoughtfully to what's being communicated. This method fosters deeper understanding and respect in conversations, as it shows a genuine interest in the speaker's perspective. Techniques such as nodding, maintaining eye contact, and summarizing key points can signal to the speaker that their views are valued and understood. Furthermore, asking open-ended questions like, "Can you tell me more about your viewpoint?" rather than yes-no questions can prompt more detailed responses, facilitating richer discussions. Articulating your reasoning clearly is another vital aspect of effective communication. Clear articulation reduces the chances of misinterpretation and strengthens the argument being made. It encourages others to respond in kind, promoting a culture of logical dialogue. When individuals explain their thought processes and present evidence supporting their viewpoints, it becomes easier for others to understand and critically engage with their arguments. This practice prevents misunderstandings and allows for more informed decision-making within the group. Encouraging questions about your reasoning can further clarify and deepen discussions. When people are invited to query the logic behind a statement, it leads to a more thorough examination of the topic at hand. Questions such as, "Why do you believe this approach is best?" or "What evidence supports this view?" not only challenge participants to think critically, but also foster an environment where rigorous analysis is valued. This questioning process helps uncover assumptions, test hypotheses, and ultimately arrive at more robust conclusions. To ensure that these strategies are effectively implemented, it's beneficial to foster an environment where all voices are heard. Encouraging everyone to speak up and share their views, regardless of their status or experience, democratizes the dialogue process. Methods such as the round or think, pair, share can be particularly useful. In the round method, each participant gets an opportunity to respond to a guiding question without interruption, ensuring that even quieter members have a chance to express their thoughts. Similarly, the think, pair, share technique involves individual reflection, followed by paired discussions, and a class-wide debrief. These methods help prevent dominant personalities from overshadowing the conversation and ensure a diversity of opinions is considered. This chapter has highlighted the importance of merging empathy and logic to enhance communication. By recognizing emotional cues, practicing active listening, and articulating thoughts clearly, one can create a more supportive and effective dialogue. These skills facilitate understanding and reduce misinterpretations, thus making conversations more productive and meaningful. Additionally, focusing on common goals helps build trust and fosters collaborative environments where individuals feel valued. Implementing these strategies not only improves personal interactions, but also enhances professional relationships and decision-making processes. In high-stakes situations, such as in the workplace or during academic discussions, Balancing empathy with logical reasoning can lead to better outcomes. It encourages openness, critical thinking, and a willingness to find constructive solutions. Emphasizing this balance paves the way for enriched communication, personal growth, and collective success. Chapter 8: Reflective Practices for Continuous Improvement. Reflective practices are essential for continuous improvement in both personal and professional realms. Engaging in these practices allows individuals to assess their thinking processes, leading to enhanced critical thinking abilities over time. Through consistent reflection, one gains a deeper understanding of personal thought patterns and emotional responses. This heightened self-awareness can significantly impact decision-making, problem-solving, and overall intellectual growth. Recognizing and addressing biases, blind spots, and emotional triggers helps create a more balanced approach to analysis, enabling more objective and rational evaluations. This chapter delves into various aspects of reflective practices and their benefits. It explores the importance of understanding personal thought patterns and how self-reflection can help identify habitual thinking styles that may need improvement. The chapter also discusses how reflection aids in recognizing and managing biases that influence decision-making. Furthermore, it highlights the significance of analyzing past decisions to uncover blind spots and improve future judgments. Techniques such as journaling, prompted reflections, peer discussions, and mind mapping will be examined, offering practical methods for engaging in reflective practices. By integrating these insights, readers can foster a growth mindset, enhance their critical thinking skills, and promote continuous personal and professional development. Importance of self-reflection in critical thinking. Understanding personal thought patterns. Engaging in self-reflection allows individuals to understand their personal thought patterns, which is crucial for critical thinking. By recognizing these habitual thinking styles, people can identify areas that need improvement. For instance, if a person frequently jumps to conclusions without sufficient evidence, reflecting on this pattern can help them adopt a more measured approach to problem solving. In the long run, understanding these patterns enables the development of more effective and logical reasoning processes. Self-reflection encourages identification of recurring biases. Everyone has biases formed over years through various experiences and cultural influences. By engaging in reflective practices, individuals can identify these biases and understand how they affect their decision-making. This process is essential as it allows individuals to adjust their approach to thinking critically, ensuring a more objective and balanced analysis. Analyzing thought patterns can expose blind spots in reasoning. Reflective practices provide an opportunity to review decisions and outcomes, helping to uncover any inconsistencies or errors in judgment. For example, someone might notice they've consistently overlooked a particular factor when making decisions. By identifying this blind spot, they can take steps to include all relevant considerations in future decisions. Enhancing self-awareness. Increased awareness of one's emotional responses is another significant benefit of self-reflection. Emotions play a crucial role in decision-making, influencing how we perceive and react to situations. Through reflection, individuals can become more attuned to their emotional triggers and learn to manage them more effectively. This heightened emotional awareness can lead to better decision-making, as it allows for a clearer distinction between rational thoughts and emotional reactions. Self-awareness allows individuals to detach emotions from critical thinking processes. While emotions are an integral part of human experience, they can cloud judgment and hinder objective analysis. Reflective practices enable individuals to recognize when their emotions are influencing their decisions and take a step back to assess the situation more logically. This detachment promotes a more balanced and rational approach to problem solving. Greater emotional intelligence can lead to a more balanced assessment of situations. Emotional intelligence involves understanding and managing one's own emotions and those of others. Through self-reflection, individuals can enhance their emotional intelligence, leading to improved communication, empathy, and collaboration. This holistic understanding of emotions contributes to more well-rounded critical thinking and decision-making. Tracking growth over time. Reflection also provides a valuable record of intellectual growth over time. By regularly documenting thoughts, experiences, and lessons learned, individuals can track their progress and development. This practice not only highlights achievements, but also identifies areas where further improvement is needed. For students and professionals alike, having a tangible record of growth can be motivating and encouraging. Reflective records serve as benchmarks for measuring intellectual development. For instance, a student may look back at their earlier reflections and see how their understanding of complex concepts has deepened over time. Similarly, a professional might review past decisions and note how their strategic thinking has evolved. These benchmarks offer concrete evidence of growth and can guide future learning and development efforts. Building a growth mindset. Seeing mistakes as opportunities to learn is a cornerstone of building a growth mindset. A growth mindset emphasizes the belief that abilities and intelligence can be developed through dedication and hard work. Engaging in reflective practices helps individuals view mistakes not as failures, but as valuable learning experiences. This shift in perspective fosters resilience and a positive attitude toward challenges. A growth mindset encourages continuous improvement. Individuals who adopt this mindset are more likely to seek out feedback, embrace challenges, and persist in the face of setbacks. Reflection plays a key role in this process by providing the insights needed to make informed adjustments and improvements. For example, after reflecting on a project that didn't go as planned, a professional might identify specific skills they need to develop to achieve better outcomes in the future. Reflective practices reinforce the principles of a growth mindset. By regularly engaging in self-reflection, individuals cultivate a habit of learning from every experience. This ongoing process of reflection and adjustment ensures that they are constantly evolving and improving, both personally and professionally. Journaling and other reflective techniques. Engaging in reflective practices can significantly contribute to the ongoing enhancement of critical thinking abilities. One practical method for engaging in reflection is journaling, an effective technique that offers multiple benefits for individuals seeking to improve their analytical skills. The power of journaling. Journaling helps clarify and solidify understanding of complex ideas by providing a structured outlet for expressing thoughts. When individuals write down their thoughts, they engage in a process that forces them to organize their ideas logically. This act of recording promotes deeper comprehension, as it requires breaking down intricate concepts into more manageable parts. By regularly journaling, individuals can track their cognitive progress over time, witnessing firsthand how their understanding evolves with each entry. For students, this practice can transform abstract academic theories into tangible knowledge, while professionals can use it to dissect complex work scenarios, leading to better decision-making. Prompted reflections. Using guided questions in journaling can enhance the reflective writing process by offering focus and direction. Prompted reflections help individuals explore specific aspects of their experiences or thought processes, enabling more targeted analysis. Questions such as, "What were my initial assumptions?" or "How did I come to this conclusion?" can drive deeper self-examination. This approach not only aids in identifying biases, but also encourages critical scrutiny of one's reasoning. For example, a student might reflect on a challenging project by answering prompts about the strategies employed and their effectiveness, which can lead to improved approaches in future endeavors. Professionals can use similar prompts to evaluate the success of business decisions, refining their strategies for better outcomes. Peer discussions. Sharing reflections with peers can significantly expand perspectives and challenge assumptions. Engaging in peer discussions allows individuals to present their reflective insights and receive feedback from others, which can uncover blind spots and introduce new viewpoints. This collaborative process fosters a dynamic exchange of ideas, enabling participants to refine their thoughts based on diverse inputs. For students, discussing journal entries with classmates can lead to richer academic debates and a deeper understanding of course material. In professional settings, sharing reflections during team meetings can enhance collaborative problem-solving and innovation by integrating collective knowledge and experiences. Mind mapping. Visual reflection techniques like mind mapping can complement written methods, offering an alternative way to organize thoughts and ideas. Mind maps visually represent connections between different pieces of information, making it easier to see relationships and patterns that might not be immediately apparent through linear writing. This technique can help individuals brainstorm more effectively, structure their thoughts coherently, and identify key themes or gaps in their understanding. Students can use mind maps to outline essays or study complex subjects, while professionals might employ them to plan projects or develop strategic initiatives. Knowing how emotions influence thought can lead to more reasoned decisions. Reflective journaling often reveals the emotional underpinnings of our thoughts and actions, highlighting how emotions can impact judgment. By acknowledging these influences, individuals are better positioned to make balanced, rational decisions. For instance, a student might recognize that anxiety about exams skews their perception of academic performance, prompting strategies to manage stress and improve study habits. Similarly, a professional who identifies frustration as a response to organizational changes can seek constructive outlets for their emotions, facilitating smoother transitions and more thoughtful responses to challenges. Keeping a reflective record can reveal trends in thought process improvements or setbacks over time. Consistent journaling creates a chronological account of personal growth, allowing individuals to observe patterns in their thinking and behavior. This long-term perspective can be invaluable for setting learning goals and measuring progress. For example, a student might notice recurring difficulties in a particular subject area and seek additional resources or support, while a professional may identify successful strategies from past projects to apply to new tasks. Analyzing past reflections provides insights into evolving perspectives. Reviewing previous journal entries can offer a clearer understanding of how one's views have changed and why. This retrospective analysis can uncover shifts in priorities, values, or approaches that inform future actions. For instance, a student analyzing earlier reflections might realize how their attitude towards group work has evolved, influencing their current collaborative efforts. Professionals might glean insights into their leadership style changes, helping them adapt to different team dynamics or organizational cultures. Consistent reflection helps in setting concrete learning goals by providing a structured method for evaluating strengths and areas for improvement. Regularly documenting experiences and insights can aid in identifying specific, achievable objectives for personal and professional development. For students, this might involve setting targets for mastering particular skills or topics, while professionals might focus on career aspirations or enhancing certain competencies. By continuously reflecting and recalibrating goals, individuals ensure ongoing progress and adaptability. Seeing mistakes as opportunities to learn can foster a positive approach to challenges. Reflecting on errors enables individuals to view them not as failures, but as valuable learning experiences. This mindset transformation encourages resilience and a proactive attitude towards overcoming obstacles. For example, a student reflecting on a poorly executed project might identify what went wrong and how to avoid similar pitfalls in the future, turning a negative experience into a constructive lesson. In a professional context, reflecting on unsuccessful ventures can lead to strategic pivots and innovative solutions, ultimately contributing to long-term success. Reflecting on errors can transform them into valuable learning experiences, empowering individuals to approach future challenges with greater confidence and insight. Detailed reflection on mistakes helps pinpoint exact causes and consequences, fostering a deeper understanding of what needs to change. Students, for instance, might analyze failed experiments or assignments to extract key learnings that guide future efforts. Professionals might reflect on project setbacks to devise more effective strategies, improving their problem-solving capabilities and adaptive skills. A growth mindset empowers individuals to embrace feedback and adapt strategies based on reflective insights. Viewing challenges and criticism as opportunities for growth rather than threats promotes continuous improvement and adaptability. For students, adopting this mindset means welcoming constructive feedback on their academic work and using it to enhance their skills. Professionals benefit similarly by incorporating feedback into their strategic planning and day-to-day operations, leading to more effective team collaboration and organizational success. Viewing difficulties as learning moments can enhance resilience and encourage a proactive approach to personal and professional development. Reflecting on challenges faced and lessons learned builds emotional strength and prepares individuals for future adversities. Students who reflect on difficult coursework or exams develop strategies to tackle challenging subjects more effectively, while professionals who reflect on workplace conflicts or setbacks become better equipped to handle similar situations with poise and confidence. Reflective practices form the bedrock of enhancing critical thinking abilities. By consistently engaging in self-reflection, individuals gain a clearer understanding of their thought patterns and biases, which is essential for making informed improvements. The chapter has explored how increased self-awareness can help manage emotions more effectively, leading to better decision-making. Tracking intellectual growth over time through reflective records provides tangible evidence of development and sets benchmarks for future learning objectives. Moreover, building a growth mindset encourages viewing mistakes as valuable learning experiences, fostering resilience and continuous improvement. Journaling and other reflective techniques offer practical methods for incorporating self-reflection into daily routines. Whether through prompted reflections, peer discussions, or visual mind mapping, these strategies enable deeper analysis and more structured thinking. Recognizing emotional influences on thought processes further enhances rational decision-making and emotional intelligence. Consistent reflection not only aids in setting concrete learning goals, but also transforms challenges into opportunities for growth. Through regular practice, individuals can evolve both personally and professionally, honing their critical thinking skills to navigate complex problems and make reasoned decisions. Chapter 9. Embracing Complexity and Ambiguity. Embracing complexity and ambiguity is a fundamental skill in our ever-changing world. Complexity involves navigating interconnected and unpredictable elements, while ambiguity arises when information is incomplete or contradictory. Understanding how to approach these challenges with confidence can lead to both personal and professional growth. This chapter aims to provide practical tools and perspectives that help individuals manage uncertain situations effectively. Through the exploration of various techniques, readers will learn how to clarify ambiguous information by asking targeted questions and reframing data. Examples from academic research, workplace scenarios, and market trends illustrate the importance of making informed decisions, even when perfect information isn't available. Moreover, the chapter delves into the significant role of agility in thought, promoting flexibility and openness to change. By adopting a mindset that embraces complexity as an opportunity for creativity and resilience, readers will be better equipped to handle the uncertainties they encounter in various aspects of their lives. Dealing with ambiguous information. Understanding the nature of ambiguous information is a critical first step in identifying situations where clarity is required. Ambiguity often arises when information is incomplete, contradictory, or open to multiple interpretations. Recognizing these characteristics allows individuals to pinpoint areas that need further investigation. For example, in academic research, students frequently encounter ambiguous data that could have various explanations. By acknowledging the ambiguity, they can focus on what additional information is necessary to draw more accurate conclusions. One effective method for clarifying ambiguous information is to ask specific questions. This technique helps narrow down the possibilities and brings hidden details to the surface. When dealing with an unclear project brief at work, asking targeted questions like, "What are the specific outcomes we aim to achieve?" Or, "Can you provide examples of similar successful projects?" Can provide much-needed direction. Specific questions reduce the scope of ambiguity by eliminating irrelevant interpretations and zeroing in on the essential facts. Reframing data is another powerful technique for making sense of ambiguity. This involves looking at the same information from different angles to gain new insights. Imagine a scenario where market research data presents conflicting trends. Reframing the data might involve analyzing it from the perspective of different customer segments or time periods. This approach can reveal patterns or insights that were not initially apparent, helping to clarify the ambiguous situation. Making informed decisions despite ambiguous data is crucial. Often, waiting for perfect information is impractical or impossible. Therefore, learning to make the best possible decision with the available data is essential. An excellent illustration of this is the world of investment. Investors frequently make decisions based on incomplete or uncertain information about market conditions. Despite the risks, those who succeed often do so because they use available data to assess probabilities, mitigate risks, and act decisively. Similarly, in everyday life, making timely decisions based on imperfect data can prevent opportunities from slipping away while waiting for complete clarity. Real-world examples highlight the importance of this skill. During the early stages of technological innovations, companies like Apple and Google made strategic decisions despite having limited data on market acceptance and future trends. Their willingness to proceed with imperfect information allowed them to innovate and eventually dominate their respective markets. These examples demonstrate that success can be achieved not by having all the answers, but by effectively navigating through uncertainty. Promoting an agile approach to thinking is vital for adapting to new information. Agility in thought involves being flexible and receptive to change. As new data becomes available, it is essential to reassess previous assumptions and adjust strategies accordingly. This mindset is particularly valuable in rapidly changing environments such as technology, healthcare, or finance, where new developments can quickly render previous plans obsolete. Embracing flexibility means being open to modifying one's views and approaches. It requires letting go of rigid beliefs and being willing to revise previously held notions when presented with new evidence. In practice, this could mean altering a marketing strategy in response to changing consumer behavior or pivoting a business model based on emerging industry trends. The ability to adapt to new information ensures that actions remain relevant and effective. The cultivation of such flexibility can be enhanced through practices like divergent thinking, which involves generating multiple possible solutions to a problem. Divergent thinking fosters creativity and innovation by encouraging individuals to explore various avenues without getting tied to a single approach. For instance, in brainstorming sessions, instead of focusing on one correct answer, participants are encouraged to come up with as many ideas as possible. This process often leads to novel solutions that might not have been considered if the focus was solely on finding one definitive answer. Ambiguity, rather than being viewed negatively, can also be seen as a catalyst for creativity and psychological resilience. When faced with ambiguous situations, people are often pushed to think outside the box and develop innovative solutions. Research indicates that ambiguity stimulates the imagination, prompting individuals to fill in gaps and construct meaning creatively. Art and literature thrive on ambiguity, allowing creators and audiences to engage deeply with multiple interpretations and personal resonances. Moreover, dealing with ambiguity enhances psychological resilience. Learning to navigate uncertain situations builds the capacity to adapt and recover from adversity. By accepting that not all scenarios will have clear-cut answers, individuals cultivate a mindset of adaptability and openness. This acceptance reduces anxiety and promotes a more resilient approach to life's challenges, making it easier to handle stress and uncertainty. Thriving in complex environments. In today's rapidly changing world, navigating complexity and ambiguity is a crucial skill. Complex environments present unique challenges where traditional reasoning may not always apply. However, they also offer unexpected opportunities for growth and development when approached with the right mindset. Understanding why complex situations can yield unexpected opportunities is essential. Complexity often involves interconnected and unpredictable elements that defy straightforward analysis. This chaotic nature can be intimidating, but it also creates room for innovative solutions and personal growth. Emphasizing a positive mindset in these situations helps individuals see beyond the obstacles and recognize potential benefits. For instance, encountering diverse perspectives in a complex problem can lead to new insights and creative outcomes that might not have emerged in a more predictable setting. Adopting a positive outlook allows one to remain open to possibilities and view complexity as a fertile ground for learning rather than a series of insurmountable challenges. A powerful tool for navigating complex environments is systems thinking. This approach involves analyzing the interrelationships within a system rather than focusing solely on individual components. Systems thinking enables us to identify patterns and understand how different parts of a system influence one another. By looking at the bigger picture, we can make more informed decisions and anticipate potential ripple effects of our actions. For example, in an organizational context, systems thinking can reveal how changes in one department could impact others, allowing for better strategic planning and resource allocation. Developing systems thinking skills requires practice and a willingness to look beyond immediate results to understand the broader implications of decisions. Collaboration and seeking diverse inputs are critical when dealing with complexity. Diverse perspectives bring different experiences, knowledge, and problem-solving approaches, which can collectively enhance decision-making processes. Engaging with a variety of stakeholders allows for a more comprehensive understanding of complex issues and fosters innovative solutions. For instance, in a professional setting, cross-functional teams composed of members from different departments can tackle multifaceted challenges more effectively than a single-function team. Collaboration harnesses collective strengths, mitigates biases, and promotes holistic problem-solving, ensuring that multiple aspects of a complex issue are addressed. Cultivating resilience through a growth mindset is another key strategy for thriving in complex environments. A growth mindset encourages viewing challenges as opportunities for learning rather than setbacks. This perspective fosters adaptability and perseverance, since individuals become more willing to take risks and learn from their mistakes. Implementing specific strategies for self-care and mental fortitude further enhances resilience. Regular breaks, mindfulness practices, and maintaining a healthy work-life balance help manage stress and maintain focus. For example, professionals who adopt a growth mindset and prioritize self-care are better equipped to handle workplace complexities without experiencing burnout. Moreover, organizations benefit from fostering a growth mindset culture by creating supportive environments where employees feel encouraged to experiment and share ideas. Leaders play a crucial role in this process by modeling resilient behaviors and recognizing efforts rather than just outcomes. For example, praising team members for their innovative attempts, even if they do not immediately succeed, reinforces a culture of continuous improvement and experimentation. Encouraging ongoing learning and professional development through mentorship programs can provide additional support, helping individuals navigate complexities with greater confidence. Building such a collaborative and resilient culture also involves promoting transparency and open communication. When team members feel safe to voice their ideas and concerns, it contributes to a more inclusive environment where everyone's input is valued. This openness leads to a deeper understanding of complex issues and fosters mutual respect among team members. In practical terms, regular team meetings, brainstorming sessions, and feedback loops can facilitate this type of interaction, ensuring that important insights are shared and considered in decision-making processes. Furthermore, implementing crisis simulation exercises can strengthen a team's ability to handle complexity by providing hands-on experience in managing challenging scenarios. These simulations allow teams to practice and refine their responses to hypothetical crises, building confidence and improving problem-solving skills under pressure. For example, a business might simulate a sudden market shift to test its strategic response, allowing team members to learn from their actions in a controlled setting. Such exercises highlight vulnerabilities and areas for improvement, ultimately enhancing the team's preparedness for real-world complexities. Flexibility and adaptability are also vital in navigating complex environments successfully. Encouraging flexible work arrangements and fostering a culture that values innovation can help individuals and teams adjust quickly to changing circumstances. For instance, remote work options and flexible schedules provide the necessary support for employees to manage their responsibilities more effectively, while also fostering creativity and adaptability. Organizations can implement agile project management methodologies to enhance responsiveness and celebrate successful adaptations to change. By mastering the techniques discussed in this chapter, readers can navigate complex and ambiguous situations with greater confidence. We explored methods like asking specific questions to clarify uncertainties and reframing data to gain fresh perspectives. These strategies help us better understand incomplete or conflicting information, allowing for more informed decisions even when all the facts are not available. Additionally, embracing a flexible mindset and fostering resilience are crucial for dealing with ambiguity. Adapting to new information and being open to modifying our approaches ensures that we remain effective in rapidly changing environments. Whether in academic research, professional settings, or personal growth, these tools provide valuable frameworks for turning uncertainty into opportunities for innovation and learning. Conclusion. Throughout this journey, we have unveiled the essentials of critical thinking, from the fundamental principles that guide our reasoning to the practical strategies empowering us to solve real-world problems effectively. We started by understanding the basics of analyzing information and recognizing biases, learning how to sift through data with a keen eye for detail and accuracy. These skills form the backbone of critical thinking, allowing us to navigate the vast ocean of information more confidently. As we progressed, we explored advanced techniques like constructing coherent arguments and dissecting complex issues, equipping ourselves with the tools needed to tackle academic challenges, professional hurdles, and personal dilemmas. Each chapter built upon the last, reinforcing the importance of these concepts in everyday decision-making. From evaluating sources in our research to breaking down problems into manageable parts, the knowledge we gained was both broad and deep. This comprehensive approach ensures that whether you are a student striving for academic excellence, a professional navigating high-stakes environments, or a lifelong learner seeking personal growth, you are well prepared to apply these skills in various contexts. The impact of mastering critical thinking extends far beyond the confines of this book. Imagine facing a challenging workplace scenario. With the skills you've acquired, you can dissect the problem, communicate your insights effectively, and collaborate with your team to find innovative solutions. It transforms not just how you approach tasks, but also how you interact with others, fostering a more inclusive and dynamic environment. Similarly, for students, the ability to critically engage with coursework leads to more profound insights and higher academic performance. You become more than just a learner. You become an active participant in your education, shaping your intellectual journey with purpose and clarity. For lifelong learners and self-help enthusiasts, the benefits of critical thinking are equally transformative. It encourages a mindset where curiosity is not just welcomed, but celebrated. By continually questioning, exploring, and challenging existing notions, you drive your own development forward, embracing each new piece of knowledge as a stepping stone toward greater understanding. However, mastering critical thinking is not a one-time achievement. It is a continuous journey. The skills we have discussed throughout this book need regular practice to stay sharp and effective. Think of every decision you make and every conversation you have as an opportunity to apply and refine these techniques. Over time, they will become second nature, seamlessly integrating into your thought processes and enhancing your ability to reason and communicate effectively. This lifelong journey of refining your critical thinking skills will lead to substantial personal and professional growth. It allows you to remain adaptable in the face of change, resilient when encountering obstacles, and innovative in finding solutions. By consistently practicing these skills, you maintain an edge in any field you choose to pursue, keeping your mind ever vigilant and capable. But continuous practice requires motivation and inspiration. Consider the world around you not just as a repository of information, but as a giant puzzle awaiting your exploration. Each question you ask, each assumption you challenge, and each bias you uncover propels you further along your path of discovery. Every time you encounter a new idea or perspective, you have the chance to deepen your understanding and expand your cognitive horizons. This intellectual mindset fosters a sense of purpose and adventure in your personal and professional endeavors. Instead of shying away from complexity, you will learn to embrace it, viewing challenges as opportunities rather than obstacles. By maintaining a curious and open-minded attitude, you will find joy in the pursuit of knowledge, making each step of your journey as rewarding as the destination itself. Moreover, this approach cultivates a culture of critical thinking within your spheres of influence. Whether you are collaborating with colleagues, engaging in academic discussions, or sharing insights with friends and family, your example encourages others to develop their critical thinking abilities. This ripple effect creates a more thoughtful, inquisitive, and innovative community, where everyone benefits from the collective sharpening of minds. As we conclude this book, let us remember that critical thinking is more than just a skill set. It's a way of life. It's about being proactive in our quest for knowledge, diligent in our analysis, and resolute in our commitment to continuous improvement. By integrating the techniques we've explored into our daily lives, we can navigate the complexities of the modern world with confidence and clarity. In wrapping up, take a moment to reflect on what you've learned and how you can apply these insights moving forward. Picture yourself facing future challenges, equipped with the tools to think critically and act decisively. Envision a life where every decision is informed by careful analysis, every interaction enriched by clear communication, and every endeavor approached with strategic foresight. This is the promise of critical thinking, a richer, more fulfilling life, driven by a relentless pursuit of understanding and excellence. Embrace this journey with enthusiasm and determination, knowing that every step you take brings you closer to becoming the best version of yourself. A thinker, a problem solver, and a lifelong learner committed to personal and professional growth. Thank you for joining me on this journey. I hope the skills and insights you've gained will serve you well in all your future endeavors. Remember, the power of critical thinking is now in your hands. Use it wisely and continue to explore the boundless potential it offers.